Hello, my name is Erica Miller, Director of Financial Aid for Texas Lutheran University. I'm here today to introduce you to the Student Financial Services Office, as well as provide some important information regarding financial aid and student accounts at TLU. The Student Financial Services Office is your one-stop shop for all things related to financial aid and student accounts. The names you see on the screen here are the people that can assist you with any questions that you may have regarding these topics. You have myself, Erica Miller, Director of Financial Aid, Rosanna Noriega, Director of Student Accounts, Kathleen Wright, Director of Student Financial Services, Esther Tiemann, Accounts Receivable Specialist, Cheryl Sozy, Assistant Director of Financial Aid, and then our main contact information. You can reach any of us by dialing 830-372-8010, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Students will receive information regarding their academic scholarship eligibility upon acceptance to the university. In addition to the academic scholarship, there are many other resources available to assist students and families in funding their educational expenses. One of the first steps in pursuing these additional resources is for students to complete the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. This is an annual application that must be submitted each year and becomes available for students on October 1st. The current award year that students will be completing for beginning classes in the fall semester is the 2021-2022 application. It is important that students are sure to include the TLU school code 003641 to ensure that our office receives your application information and is able to award you your additional financial aid eligibility. Once a student has been accepted to Texas Lutheran University and our office has received a valid, complete FAFSA application, a financial aid offer letter will be put together and available to the student electronically via MyTLU. Along with the financial aid offer letter, which will outline the available resources students have, we will include an estimated net cost summary sheet that helps families better understand how these resources can help fund the educational expenses. The offer letter will also include a list of the next steps or remaining items that will be needed to complete the student's financial aid file. Certain items will be completed early in the process, while others, for example, the federal direct loan forms, will be completed later in the spring once the Department of Education has made those available online. The first page of the student's initial aid offer will include a list of the resources that have been made available to them, including their academic scholarship, any other potential grants, and federal direct student loans, as well as federal work study if eligible. There is also information regarding the criteria for renewal of those awards, which for most items is going to include a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.0 and completion of 75% or more of the credit hours for which a student enrolls. The second page of the initial aid offer will describe to you what the estimated annual cost of attendance is and then outline the details of that cost of attendance, or COA. This number is important because it gives the Student Financial Services Office a maximum amount that a student is eligible to receive in all combined financial aid resources. It includes both direct costs like tuition and fees and housing and meals for students living on campus, and indirect costs such as books and supplies, transportation, and other educational expenses that students may not see billed to their student account but are still budgeted for as expenses for being a student. The expected family contribution is the number that is calculated by the FAFSA. Our office takes this number, subtracts it from the cost of attendance, and that gives us a student's defined financial need. This helps in awarding need-based aid such as grants, subsidized direct loans, and federal work study. The bottom portion of this second page will also list the documents that are needed to complete the student's file. For example, here you see listed the Texas Core Residency Form, the Direct Loan Response Form, which is used to accept or decline student loans, and the Academic Scholarship Survey. The estimated net cost summary sheet is used to help families better understand how the financial aid being offered to the student helps to offset the costs that are associated with attending Texas Lutheran. In the gold section at the beginning of the page are the estimated charges or direct costs that a student may see on their student account. You have tuition, the student service fee, the technology fee, housing, and meals. The purple section lists out a student's gift aid, which is our favorite kind, as this is the money that does not have to be repaid. They will have categories such as total TLU, total federal grants, total state grants, total other grants, total outside scholarships that have been reported to our office, or veteran benefits. The out-of-pocket expense after gift aid would be a student's true cost to attend TLU out of pocket after scholarships and grants have been applied. The blue section below that then lists the federal student loan eligibility. Students are able to accept or decline some, all, or none of these student loans to help assist in funding their expenses. And then the out-of-pocket expense after gift aid and loans shows what it would look like for payment to TLU if a student were to utilize all available resources. The second page of the estimated net cost summary will outline the payment options that are available to students for both gift aid only and gift aid with loans. The first half of this page, seen on the screen, shows what the payment options are for a student who is utilizing only gift aid. They may pay their remaining balance in full. They may choose option 2, the TLU payment plan, where the first installment will be a 40% payment of the total balance, and the remainder will be divided by 3. There is a $50 setup fee for each semester for that payment plan. Or they may look into additional loan options, such as the Federal Plus loan for parents of undergraduate students, or graduate students may also borrow, and private or alternative loans, which are available to both students and parents. The second half of this page in blue outlines the same options for payment, but as if a student is planning to use both gift aid and student loans. For additional information regarding the Federal Parent Plus loan, parents can visit studentloans.gov and log in with the same FSA ID and password used to complete the FAFSA. For more information regarding alternative loans, which are available to both students and parents, please visit elmselect.com and be sure to choose Texas Lutheran University as the institution. Students are able to access information regarding the documents requested for their file on demand via the financial aid document tracking link on MyTLU under the financial aid page. This will list out all documents that have been requested and the status of those documents. This screen shows an example of what a student might see when visiting the financial aid document tracking page. It lists the documents that have already been received by our office and the date that those were last updated, as well as documents that are considered missing or not received and the last time that that date was updated. Students are able to access the required forms under the Financial Aid Forms section of the Financial Aid page on MyTLU. Please be sure to click the links for the forms listed under the 2021-2022 document section for students who are enrolling in the fall 2021 semester. The Academic Scholarship Survey and Federal Direct Loan Response Form are completed electronically through MyTLU. Other forms, such as the Texas Core Residency Form and Verification Worksheet, must be opened as a PDF and completed and printed and provide physical signatures rather than typed names. The next steps checklist that you see here highlights some key dates in the financial aid process. The priority deadline for students to submit their enrollment deposit of $400, which secures their place in the fall 2021 class, is May 1st. Typically, around May 15th each year, the Department of Education will then make available the federal direct loan documents that are needed for students who plan to accept their federal loans. June 1st, we encourage all students to be sure that they have submitted any missing documents Student Financial Services has requested in order to ensure that their file is complete prior to the pre-billing statements being issued in early July. After students have registered for classes, they can begin to utilize federal work study eligibility by viewing available positions on MyTLU to see if there are any they may be interested in applying for. August 3rd will be the due date for the first tuition payment for the fall semester. For students who have a remaining balance owed to TLU after their aid resources have been applied, this is a key date in ensuring that you do not have any holds or late fees placed on your account that may prevent you from checking in for the fall semester. As mentioned earlier when we reviewed the estimated net cost summary sheet, payment options for any balance owed to TLU include option 1, payment in full, or option 2, the monthly payment plan. For option 2, the initial payment that would be due by August 2nd is 40% of the remaining balance owed, and then the remainder will be divided into 3 equal payments over the course of the fall semester. As a reminder, there is a $50 plan per semester to sign up for this payment plan. Many students are eligible for financial aid resources through third-party programs such as the Veterans Education Benefits, State College Savings Plans, or the Texas Workforce Commission. Please be sure to communicate with our office regarding any of these benefits that you may be eligible for so that we can ensure they are reflected on your billing statement when it's issued for the fall semester. Families are able to submit payments to student accounts via credit or debit card or e-check on MyTLU, or in person by cash, check, or credit card at the cashier window, or by mail via check or money order. Please do not mail cash, and please note that we are unable to take credit card payments via phone for security reasons. Students are able to access their account balance owed, account activity details, and submit payments via MyTLU under the student and then TLU account information page. They are also able to submit online enrollment for the monthly payment plan if that's the option being chosen. This screen highlights some of the important websites that we have noted throughout the course of this presentation, including FAFSA.gov, studentloans.gov, and elmselect.com. You can also find information and links to these resources via the TLU website on the financial aid page, and of course you can contact Student Financial Services directly. If you would like to reach out to me, my name again is Erica Miller, Director of Financial Aid, and I can be reached by email at emiller@tlu.edu. We look forward to welcoming you to the Bulldog family in the fall.